Welcome back. So now we at the lesson for mapping. One of the most favorite students, and as well they feel like it's the hardest part to mapping brows. But I will show you easy way and fast way of mapping brows. It will take you about 3 to 5 minutes. And our model Anya will help us with the process. So first, we're gonna start with clean the area with alcohol. That's the part of standard procedure. So we just go and clean the surface. The reason why, even if there's no makeup or anything, clients can always produce oils, and we want to clean the area before we penetrate the skin. So I also want to talk about position of the body while you're mapping. A lot of students will find easier to map while client laying down, but actually lead to a lot of mistakes. You should be able to move around your client on both sides to make sure it's even, and move head up and down to double check your measurements. Sometimes if you keep your client down and you draw everything, as soon as client sit up, the face changes and eyebrows kind of lift up or to the side. So it actually can lead to a big mistake. For that reason, we will keep the client up, we draw design, we double check with the client, and then we continue while client can comfortably lay down without any interruption. I'm gonna use white thread for the steps. The reason why I like to use white thread, because it helped me to keep guidance. First, I'm gonna map the brows, and with the brown pencil, I will create design of the pattern. So first, step one, we're gonna make sure the head is straight. Normally, person never keep the head straight. It's normal position when we're a little bit tint to the side or back. So we have to just adjust a little bit. So first step goes above the nozzle curve between lower part of the brows. In some cases, if you feel like brows go lower, you just have to start from the area where the most of the brows begin. And whatever is outside, we have to get rid of. And second part is step two. We go right over the brows. Create a straight line. So this is pretty much our thickness of the brow. So step three is going to be, we're going to connect beginning of the eye and nose. That's going to be our beginning of the brow, but her natural brow comes a little bit closer, which is nice. That's going to give a more natural look. So we just, anyway, in our design, we're always going to make a little bit lighter on the front, so, and continue darker through the brow. And we repeat the same thing on the other side. Then we have to find the center. To double check our measurements, we go right in the middle of our two lines. That's going to be our center of the brow. Then we're going to look at the end. So end of the brow should be between end of the nose and connect end of the eye. And as we draw the line here, it will be end of the brow. Same thing on the other side. End of the nose, end of the eye. To find arch, we also can look at the natural brow arch. We can see really good, so it will be here. But sometimes they're actually not matching, and it's normal when we have a little bit different brows. So that's why we try to create a little bit more symmetrical. Sometimes we might remove one hair, and then they're going to be more symmetrical. But let's see. So to find an arch, if we ask her to, Anya, can you please look at me straight? So by the end of the iris and nose, this is going to be our arch area. And same thing on the other side. And one little thing, so if your client want more round brows, we create arch closer to center. If we want more square-like, longer brow, like we have, it should be a little bit out. So now we need to find lower arch. Lower arch goes right under the hairline where we can see. It's pretty much the same on both brows, but here is more pronounced. So I will take this one as the guidance, and we drew, this is going to be our lower arch. So now, as we have top, bottom, front, and end, we can just connect the dots by using thread. Same thing, we repeat on the other brow. Connect the dots and always double check with the next brow. So now we're going to clean excessive marks so we don't get confused. And I will smooth it out all the edges. That is step 13 at the video below that included all steps of the mapping. So you can review it, practice it. And we just go over the white pen to highlight our shape. Same thing on the other eyebrow. First we curve the angles. And highlight the shape. And we clean all imperfection, make sure everything nice and clear. So if you can see, this one have a little bit higher arch, so to even out, I will add just a little bit more. And we clean everything that we don't need anymore. So when we show the client our shapes, so she can understand what is part of the brow or what is not. But we just can leave the center. For additional guidance, as we start draw our pattern with a brown pencil as she lie down. Now I will give her a mirror to see what she think about the shape.